If we want people to live and survive and thrive in a democratic society, they have to be educated.
In the 21st century, education is a right. It's necessary for a full citizenship. Young people who do not have access to a kind of quantitative literacy as well as reading and writing kinds of literacy at this point are being pretty much disenfranchised. They don't have access to work that will pay a living wage.
The impact on our democracy by having these inequalities is profound. It's alarming because it's going to divide our nation, let alone our state, in ways in which we haven't seen in a long time.
We're really talking about saving public schools. And there's a reason why public schools exist, and if people don't understand that, we're in trouble.
The ACLU has been working on access to education and quality education really back to the 1950s when we were involved in Brown versus Board of Education. And since that time, we've been involved in trying to make sure that school funding is equitable. And here in Michigan, most recently, we've really focused on the right to learn to read. As we've gotten more and more involved in this work, it's really been a heartbreaking experience. It's also been a heartwarming experience, but heartbreaking to see the conditions under which so many children are struggling just to get the most basic education, and heartwarming to see the many passionate parents and teachers and school administrators and community leaders who want to come together and find some solutions. Michigan has a wealth of academic experts in the state who are not always called upon to advise and consult, who are most familiar with the cutting edge practices that will help children learn to read. A lot of what the ACLU is doing is trying to build bridges between these communities, and can't have a vibrant democracy if you don't have a literate population, if you don't have an educated population. People are not going to exercise their most basic rights, the right to vote, their right to petition the government, their right to speak out. You cannot have a population that's effectively engaged if they are not able to read. And so we see this just as a basic human right.